Israel, we shining like a gold. 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 Yeah, gon' lie if you gon' lie. Hey, gon' bleed if you gon' bleed. Yeah, run your mouth like you won't die. Hey, take heed or you gon' see. Y'all know we keep our mind on our mission. Y'all can't stop our ambition. Y'all be lying while I be fishing. Christ come back, he gon' get you. Fall back and we with you. You playing with your life if you keep messing with my bishops. Yeah. Plotting on your brothers, we ain't playing that. You gon' suffer the worst pain with your hating ass. When you stand before the Lord, you wanna take it back. It'll be too late, you better just backtrack on your word now. That's a prophet of the Lord that came back on the earth to bring it out the ways of sin and show you what you're worth. But you would rather hold a grudge than go and do the work. You about to feel the lake of fire, it's gonna really hurt. That's eternal pain. Why you playing with it? This that purple rain. Stay in your lane with it. You're the son.
So exactly, I need you to tell me what's going on with this young man and exactly what the problem is.
The problem is he talks ugly to me and my husband. He just the other day called him because I wouldn't do something. Called me and my husband a bastard.
He called you and your husband a bastard.
A bastard. He
Wow.
throw temper tantrums and throw things, break things when he get upset and mad because things don't go his way.
He throws things in this house?
Oh yeah. We've had windows broke, TVs, just throw them things, mainly those the main things that's been broke.
Wow, really?
I'll show you this. This one of them.
Oh my God.
The other one's in
Look at that.
in his room.
So he's breaking windows and they're just destroying the house.
Yeah, we've had replaced one window, and someone went through it again. He's taking my cigarette lighter, going outside, smoking. We keep asking.
Wait a minute, man. What did you just say?
Taking my cigarette lighter.
Be quiet! Don't open your mouth until you're asked a question. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Take the cigarette lighter, rolling up paper.
And smoking.
I don't know if he's smoking it. I've seen the paper burn. Okay? Burnt paper. But it been rolled up.
Gotcha.
Can't say he smoked it because I didn't see it.
Gotcha. What else?
He be mean to his brother. Pinch him sometimes. He's disabled.
He's disabled.
Yeah, he's ashamed of his brother. Why? I don't know.
He's ashamed of his disabled brother and he bullies and pinches his brother. Is that what you're telling me?
He does.
Got you. Okay, what else?
Like I say, that's about
Okay.
it. It's just,
Stand up. Okay. Okay. So you think you run this house or something?
No.
You think you tough?
No.
Huh?
No.
So then why would you bully this woman? Why would you break the window? Why are you sitting around here beating up on your disabled sibling? Why would you do that?
No, he will hit me too. I'm sorry.
Oh, he hits you too.
Yeah. The other day I was ready to get onto him because he did something and he would like put the belt and fight like just fight.
He said that?
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, well he slapped my glasses. My glasses.
Welcome to the channel. If you like my content, go ahead and subscribe and share this. This is part 2 of biblical parenting. This channel, my messages are basically for discussion, educational purposes. I want to tell you that I'm not affiliated with any camps, brother, that's in the word, trying to share the word according to what Most High says that the Israelite male must do. The kings and the priests, the designated kings and priests of the earth. My topic is a tough one for me. It's dealing, part 2. I hope you look at part 1. Part 2 here, I'm dealing with unruly children. Because if you don't deal with an unruly child, and I may speak about about males, but that's also for females. Okay, when I tend to just use the masculine, but it also for the feminine too. Okay, unruly male or unruly girl. But I want to deal with males because I'm telling. It's my belief, or I tend to believe that if we fix the males, the females will fall in line, especially in our nation. I'm talking about the 12 tribes. I'm talking about nation of Israel, the coming kingdom. Okay. And I know there's a lot of unbelievers. People that look at my video, only 33%. I get it. Only 1/3 is going to get this message. 2/3 are going to die. It's coming. Okay. Some people say I'm doom and gloom. No, it's reality. Okay. We need to get out the matrix and start really focusing on what the Most High says. Unruly children is the topic of this message or this video. Okay. And if you don't have a Bible, get one, because we're gonna take a look of how in the nation, before we were conquered, in our nation, how we dealt with unruly children. Okay. Please get your Bible. We'll start off with Proverbs 22. In my first video, on biblical parenting, I went over Proverbs 22:15. But let's look at it again. I'm going to use my phone. Get your Bible. Give you a few seconds to do that. So let's look at Proverbs 22:15. I've got written down here. Proverbs 22:15. And it reads, I'll read. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. I dealt with that in my last video. But the rod of correction will drive it from him. Let's read that again. Proverbs 22:15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it from him. In other words, a rod of correction, meaning you've got to deal with that boy or girl. Got to deal with him. You got to put the rod on him. Drive the foolishness out of him. And I know I sound tough doing that, but you know what? They will become, if you don't deal with them in this manner, the police, Esau, the police system will deal with them when they become men and women. Deuteronomy 21:18-21. Let's look at that. Let's look at how in the nation we dealt with unruly, unrighteous, wicked children. Because we tend to think our kids are, especially when they're away from us. You know, they're in school, they're involved in all kinds of mischief, cursing out teachers, even hitting teachers nowadays, writing on desks like it's their property, vaping in bathrooms, drugs, taking drugs to school. You got these young men sagging, young 15, 16, 13 young men out there with their behinds showing. You know, you got Tyrone out there doing that. You got Jose out there doing that. And the fathers, sometimes the fathers are even sagging, have the behind showing. It's unbelievable. Let's see how the 12 tribes of Israel dealt with unruly, wicked kids. My kids ain't wicked. They're not wicked when they're with you. Let me read this. Deuteronomy 21:18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them. In other words, you whip that boy. Today they say, oh, whippings don't work. Oh, beating the child don't work. Well, no, well, it will work if you do it enough. That's of course. That's not me saying that. Don't hate the messenger. Okay, we'll see what the Most High says to do. Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him. That's Deuteronomy 21:19. And bring him out unto the elders of the city, like the mayor, the council member, city hall, and unto the gates of his place. 20. That's Deuteronomy 21:20. And they shall say unto the elders of this city, this is our son. He's stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He's a glutton and a drunkard, a drug user, in other words, doing all manner of mischief. You put the rod to him, he don't want to obey. Okay, what the Most High say to do? Deuteronomy 21:21. And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. In other words, yeah, you put little Jose out there. Oh, not my mijo. No, Jose gonna get stoned right in the head. Tyrone too. They're out there vaping. You correct them. They don't want to do right. They're gonna get handled. Okay, because what you're gonna do if you don't get that child in check, he's become a wicked man and he's gonna become a problem for you. Trust me, I know. Put the belt to that boy. Put the rod to his back. But we can't stone him in Esau's kingdom. We can't stone him to death. But put the rod to him. Beat the evil out of him. Oh, but what about CPS? You know what? Look at the prison system. If you don't deal with that boy, guess what? The prison system will. And then when they kill Tyrone or kill Jose, then we want to march and cry and complain because as fathers, we didn't do our job. Put the rod to that Negro. Oh, not my mijo. Put the rod to Jose too. We've got to get our brothers right. We've got to get these children right. All this time out and all this soft parenting. No. You want to put him in time out? Put the rod to his back first. Then put his behind in time out. Get it right. He's behaving bad in school. Instead of blaming the teachers and the educational system, check yourself. Teachers ain't to blame. If a teacher come home saying Jose is misbehaving or Tyrone ain't acting right or little Tiki ain't acting right, put the rod to little Tiki. That's what the Most High say. Matter of fact, if he's out of control in our kingdom and it's coming back, the kingdom is coming back. He's going to be stoned to death. Yeah, that sounds kind of harsh. Oh, that sounds harsh. Well, it is what it is. If we don't handle our business, then our business will handle us.